All right. Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Welcome back. My name is Ed, and I am thanking you for joining us. Today we have a great show. So I've seen quite a bit of interest in our brand new French press coffee maker. I thought it'd be really cool to do a show dedicated to all of our coffee makers since I did the French press before, and that was about it, right? I mean, it's been a while since I talked about all of the coffee makers that we offer, which is quite a bit. So just give me a second. I'm going to pull up the live streams here on the platforms we're on. And if you have any questions, again, always just go ahead and put them in the chat. I'm standing by. If I see them, I can answer them. We have a full team standing by. Everybody would be more than happy to answer them for you. Here we go. Vessel Astern, happy Friday to you too, my friend. And thank you for watching on YouTube. Dennis Smith, thank you for watching on Facebook. I appreciate it, guys. All right, so without further ado, let me jump right into it. It's Friday. We're coming up on a weekend. I hope you guys are happy about that. And what is better than a weekend than sleeping in, getting up a little bit later, right? Having some coffee in the mid-morning, just kind of lazily going through a full pot of coffee. Or maybe you're an early riser like me. So I'm up. I can't help it. I can't sleep in past 6:30 if I tried. So every morning I'm there, and there it is. The coffee is a morning routine. So this is something just to help your morning routine get a little bit easier. And also a very special product here. For me personally, the French press. I love it. It's absolutely fantastic. And I'm going to tell you why here in a second. So you see the plunger is up. That's because I've already preloaded the French press with delicious coffee from this bowl and also hot water from our water boiler. The process is really, really simple. If you've never used a French press, this is all you need. So this is our CDWCC40 4-liter Mycom electric water boiler, and then you just need some ground coffee. You're looking for some coarse grind coffee. If you don't have if you don't have a grinder at home, just ask them at the coffee shop to grind some up for you, or look in your grocery store for something that maybe says coarse. Don't look for the fine ground stuff. You don't want espresso grind. You want coarser, or even on the higher, bigger side of the drip coffee stuff. And once again, if you have any questions, let me know. I'd be happy to answer them. All right, so here we go. I preloaded this. Here's all you do, really. You get the spoon, comes with the French press, pour it in the bottom, put in your hot water wherever you get it. I happen to use a water boiler because we make them, and that's one. But two, it is super, super convenient for this exact process. Put it under, you fill up to however many scoops you did. A full is going to be 6 scoops of coffee. A half is just going to be 3. I did half in this. And then you you kind of mix it all up. Just use a regular old chopstick here. You could use a spoon, you use a butter knife, you can use whatever to stir. Just kind of get all that mixed in there. And here's the magic. Ready? So it's been brewing. You want it for 4 minutes to get maximum extraction. Then we're just going to slowly, slowly, slowly press that plunger down until it fits all the way into the lid. And it's all the way through. So now, that's it. You don't have anything else to do from the coffee standpoint. At that point, you just go ahead and pour. Now you see the steam coming off. What's great about that is this is double wall vacuum insulated stainless steel. So double wall vacuum insulated stainless steel is just like in our bottles, if you're familiar with those. Hey there. Woo. The dangers of live video, everyone. Hope you saw that. It doesn't look like it, but it's okay. All right. So double wall vacuum insulated stainless steel is the same technology that we're going to use inside of our vacuum bottles, our food jars, and our bentos. So there's 2 walls of stainless steel inside. What would happen is you just kind of suck the air out of it, and that creates a vacuum so that the heat cannot escape, bounces off the walls, and just kind of keeps everything trapped in. So outside, this is cool to the touch. But inside, you see the steam coming out. It's absolutely blazing because of that vacuum technology. In Japan, they call it the magic jar. Ha. Excuse me. All right, if you have any questions, again, go ahead and put them in the chat. Otherwise, this is going to be our French press from Zojirushi. Really, really nice product. Available now at shop.zojirushi.com. And go get it at shop.zojirushi.com. Right now, it's the only place you can get it. Exclusive to the shop at this moment. Might be available on other retailers later on, but if you have to have this right now, which I would recommend, it's fantastic, you can get it at shop.zojirushi.com. Yeah, I'll tell you one more thing about this one. So this was kind of my idea, and I'm just going to say this much. We had a contest here at Zojirushi maybe 3 years ago to think of a new product. And at the time, I was drinking a lot of French press coffee. It was kind of my thing at the time. And then I was always getting so disappointed because I'd get that first cup and it would be great. And then the second cup, it would be all right. But then by the time I got to the bottom, it was bitter and it was cold and it just wasn't appetizing. It just wasn't appealing whatsoever. So I thought that would be great if we had a way to keep the coffee the same temperature and hot the whole way. And that way, the first cup is as hot as the last cup. But then I also started thinking of that last cup. If you're used to French press coffee, that last cup has a bunch of grit and a bunch of grime and all kinds of coffee grounds in it and stuff. So I'm like, we need to figure out a way to fix that as well. Might be a little dangerous here. Let me put some paper towels down. But we came up with a pretty darn good solution. All right. There we go. And you hear that seal. So it just kind of... All right, so on the top, let's go to the close-up here. We haven't used that one yet. Oh, let's go back here then. So here on the top, we have this stainless steel plate that's right on top there. That's called the grit keeper. So that's going to keep all of that grit and all that dirt and everything else down below. You feel the heat coming off this. It's pretty big. And then also the strainer underneath. We only strain half the side. So what that does is it forces that water through a very narrow area so that it gets a lot of extraction of flavor. In addition to that, the lid has a locking feature. So you would just place it on top, put it in, and put it on the side a little bit, and then click it to close. Simple as can be. When you go to plunge it down, there's 3 notches here on the back that line up perfectly with the 3 notches in the lid, and it all sits uniformly and perfectly. Did we get this one working? Okay, let's try that. Nope, it's okay. We'll worry about that later. All right, so then we have the ECDAC, little buttons on the back there. Little circle button. No, it's on the body. Yeah? Oh. Flip the side. In the front. Right up here. Yeah. The other side. Right there. Is that it? Nope, that did the opposite. It's okay. Something's not working. It's all right. That, again, live video here. Sorry about that. Price of the French press is $127.99 on shop.zojirushi.com. Worth every penny. Double wall vacuum insulated stainless steel. I think it looks terrific in this stainless and black motif. See a little bit better here. But yeah, it's just a really fantastic product. I'm really happy with it. And I think that the design team really hit it out of the park with this one. Don't worry about it. We'll fix it later, don't we? All right, now we have the ECDAC 50. It's called a Zuto. Zuto 5-cup coffee maker. What's great and unique about the Zuto 5-cup coffee maker is its size. So you see here, it's not that tall, maybe 8 inches tall, just about 7-8 inches wide. If you curl it in like this, maybe even about 7 or 8 inches again. But it's not that big. So what's great about this? It's great for apartments. It's great for dorm rooms. It's great for people limited on space. Maybe you live in one of those big East Coast cities, New York or DC or Philadelphia or something, and your space is small. You don't have a lot of countertop space. This is a fantastic product for that. Another great application is maybe you just don't drink a lot of coffee. Maybe it's something that's not, you like it in the morning, but you'll have 1 cup and that's it. And it's just you and your husband or you and your wife, and it's just something you're just said, okay, it's just us. We're empty nesters or single folks, and we don't drink a lot of coffee. This is a perfect size. And what's unique is there's not too many 5-cup coffee makers on the market today that have this level of quality. And that's the key. It's the quality. So here we go. I'm going to show you a little bit about it. Lid comes off, and we have a removable water tank. The whole carafe comes out, and I'm going to tell you something really unique about this. Tell me if you spot it. Amalia Flores and Marie Palmer, I want to thank you for watching. All right, so what's unique about the carafe is the filter sits inside of the carafe. Why is that important? Because from the top of the unit, right here, we have a charcoal activated water filter that comes out, if I can get it. There it is. So this charcoal activated water filter is going to filter all of your water prior to going inside of the machine or over your coffee grounds. So if you don't have a water filter at home, don't worry about it. You have the Zuto, which has the built-in the water filter, so that only clean, fresh water is going to brew over your coffee, which makes a big, big difference. You put the cone and the coffee inside of the top here. Just takes a number 2 cone. Maximum you can do is 5 cups, which, if my math is right, is roughly 25 ounces. Maybe 20 ounces, somewhere in there. Basically, it's not a lot of coffee. So if you have the standard 16 ounce cup, you get 1, or maybe 1.5. So keep that in mind. If you have the smaller 12 ounce cups, you could probably get 2 out of it if you put some milk and cream and things like that in it. But Zuto ECDAC 5 cup, that's the key coffee maker. All right, and finally what we have here, this is the flagship model, the big kahuna, the big boy, the bad boy, the ECYTC thermal carafe coffee maker. And full disclosure, I use this one every day. I love it. I use the timer all the time. I make extra cups of coffee with it. I do iced coffee with it. It makes a great cup of coffee, and it has some really great features too. So the removable 10-cup water tank is key because you can take it to the sink. You could take it to the water jug that you have in the fridge with the filter water, blah, blah, blah. Put that in there. Then when that's all done, slide it back on the machine. So the machine doesn't have to move. You can take the water filter to the water source. Then the key part is this thermal carafe. So what's great about a thermal carafe? Let's say you wanted to, I told you about it earlier. So you have that early morning, you want to stretch that coffee out, but you want it to be fresh because what is it going to do? It's going to stay in there and stay hot because of the thermal technology. Same with the French press. So same vacuum insulated thermal technology is in both of these products. It's also in our travel mugs. So one of those things where if you're looking for some great coffee that's not going to get kind of cooked and burned on a hot plate, it's definitely the way to go. So what's great about it too is just the size. 10 cups is a great size. 40 ounces there. I believe it's almost 1 liter, right? Oh, it is 1 liter. Is about that. So fits great, looks great on the countertop. Great stainless steel and black motif. All of it fits together and it just comes together very uniformly, see? Nice. Here we have a swing out basket. And for the first time in this unit, we're giving you a gold plated filter. So that comes in. This also comes out as well if you need to clean it. All of these parts come off really. The front even comes off. I'm not going to do it right now because it's a little difficult when I'm trying to do it backwards, but that all would come out. And then you could just put the coffee in the filter, put the filter in, close it up, hit start, and that's it. If you wanted to set the timer, the easiest thing about the timer would be set it for when you want it to start brewing. So I'll set this up in the evenings before I go to bed, and it's great. You don't have to think about it. You know that the coffee, once it hits a certain time, is going to start brewing. So it's like clockwork. ECYTC 100. This is really good for extraction of flavor as well because for the first time we offered a pre-infusement cycle on this. You also have a quick brew and then a regular brew setting. So the quick brew, just keep in mind, is going to be a little bit louder, but the regular brewing cycle is going to be a little bit longer, obviously. What's great about it is the pre-infusion cycle showers all the grounds in the basket so that you get the maximum extraction of flavor through the coffee. Similar to a pour over. When you go into a coffee shop and you see them doing a pour over, they'll wet the grounds, wait for it to bloom. That's exactly what this unit does. And then it brews over at 200-degree water to make sure you get the best tasting coffee you possibly can. All right, do we have any questions in there? Siwa La Lim, thank you for watching again. Steve Tashima and John Ruffinach, I want to appreciate you. Same with Dennis Smith. Thank you very much for watching. And we got a couple watching on YouTube. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the chat. I'd be happy to answer them for you. All right, so these are our coffee lineup from Zojirushi, the ECDAC, ECYT C100. This is going to be our big model, the flagship, the stainless steel carafe. And then our newest offering, the French press 1 liter thermal vacuum French press. Whew, lot of coffee options there. And they all make a fantastic cup of coffee. Are all going to be rich and flavorful. And we know because we've tested all of them extensively. They're all BPA free. Everything we test is 100% safe. So if you're looking to pick up a coffee maker, go on over to shop.zojirushi.com. Shop.zojirushi.com. All of these are in stock right now. But you got to go to shop.zojirushi.com to see them. Thanks again, guys. I'm going to let you go this time, but my name is Ed. I'll see you next time.